The X-M5 is the latest in Fujifilm's entry-level range of interchangeable lens cameras targeted at those of you looking to upgrade from a smartphone. I don't know why I did that then, because this is not a smartphone. Perfect for everyday photography and packed full of impressive video specs, this is a fantastic camera for content creators and storytellers. And before I get into the key features of this compact wonder, I thought it was worth pointing out that the firmware on this is not the final version, so treat this more of a first look than a review. The X-M5 is the lightest in Fujifilm's range of interchangeable lens cameras, weighing in at a mere 355 grams, and that's with the SD card and battery installed. The M stands for movie or mobile due to its impressive video capabilities and mobile nature, while the 5 is in reference to the X processor 5 at the heart of this compact wonder. While many of the internal specs are identical to the XS20, the X-M5 is significantly cheaper. Some of the similarities include the aforementioned X processor 5, a 26.1 megapixel BSI CMOS 4 sensor, a 3-inch 1.4 million dot vari-angle touch LCD, and the ability to shoot at up to 8 frames per second continuous with the mechanical shutter and up to 20 frames per second with the electronic shutter. We also get face-eye autofocus and subject detection, a built-in directional microphone, as well as a 3.5mm jack for external mics along with a headphone socket. All of these connection ports have been moved to the right hand side of the camera to allow the screen to be flipped when in use. There are some glaring omissions, however, as the X-M5 does not have an electronic viewfinder or inbuilt image stabilization. It does, however, feature enhanced digital stabilization that is possible up to 4K video. On top of the camera we have a dedicated dial for Fujifilm's impressive array of film simulation modes, plus we have a dedicated record button for movie. The Passam dial allows for quick access to movie modes as well as a new vlogging mode, and we also have 4 custom modes that you can put in yourself, hence custom. Lastly, we have space for a single UHS-I SD card, and the NPW126S battery is capable up to 440 frames when using economy mode. One other thing of note is the eco-friendly packaging, as the box is not glossy coated, making it easier to recycle. It's also worth pointing out that due to new EU regulations taking place in January of 2025, there will be no USB charging cable included. However, the standard USB cable that you probably have for your smartphone will be more than sufficient to power the camera. And charge the camera, of course. So that's a quick rundown of some of the key features. Now let's join past me yesterday in Birmingham to go through some of the fantastic film simulation modes. Now, one of the things I absolutely love about Fujifilm cameras is their film simulations. The X-M5 has 20 included. I was very surprised when communicating with Fujifilm to find out that many people don't actually realise that all of their cameras have these film simulations on. I think a lot of people think that they're just the X100 series that does it, but they're on every single one of Fujifilm's cameras. One of the simulations that I love using is the Acros film simulation. It's a fantastic monochrome filter, and it just gives everything such a fantastic look. So as I'm looking around now at the architecture, I'm seeing everything in black and white, and it's well, I'll show you some of it now. But yeah, thought that was worth pointing out. Well, as far as architecture goes, Birmingham's an awesome place to try this camera out. While I get carried away with the Acros filter, I feel it is important to point out that there are many other options to choose from, including Reala Ace, Eterna, Astia, Provia, Velvia, and many more. Well, 14 more, there's 20. I try the Sepia one, and also we have Reala Ace. Somewhere, there we go, Reala Ace is also included. Something else thank you. Something else I found incredibly useful has been the vari-angle screen, especially in this bright sunshine, because over there I couldn't see anything as I was shooting into the sun. So being able to balance the vari-angle screen and just get my shot that way has been, well, very useful. That's what I just said, so there you go. Now that I'm back in the comfort of my own home, now would seem like an appropriate time to go through some of the other impressive photographic capabilities of the X-M5. I've already mentioned the ability to be able to shoot at up to 8 frames per second continuous with the mechanical shutter and up to 20 frames per second with the electronic shutter. However, this is further aided by an updated autofocus algorithm as well as subject detection thanks to the now included X processor 5. This includes animal, bird, automobile, motorcycle and bike, airplane and train to ensure that your subject is always in focus. The camera also features a new portrait enhancer mode which smooths skin in camera, and you can quickly transfer content straight to your phone via the Fujifilm X app. There's only so much you can do. So we've already established that this is a fantastic everyday camera for photographers, but this is also an incredible camera for vloggers. So now let's go through some of the video capabilities, starting out with 6.2 open gate technology. Despite being an entry-level camera, the X-M5 features OpenGate 6.2K capture at up to 30p in 422 10-bit. This means that the camera is able to use the full sensor while capturing video, allowing you to crop the footage to whichever format you like, whether it be 16:9 for YouTube, as well as having that extra leeway to crop vertically for the likes of Instagram or TikTok. Another fantastic feature of the X-M5, which is sure to appeal to content creators, is its new advanced surround microphone, which gives you the option to capture audio from the front, from the back, or around the camera. Let's take a listen to that now. I was going to say take a look, but we need to listen. Just doing a bit of a mic test. So this is surround sound. How much of this is going to come out, I don't know. I suggest that you wear headphones for this bit. This is front priority, as it prioritises the mic at the front. This is using back priority, which I think you understand sort of where I'm going with this. It's self-explanatory. And lastly, we have front and back priority. So this sort of kind of an interview situation type scenario. I don't know. If I do that, does that... I'm making a noise behind the camera. You picking that up? Does that do anything? That sort of thing? Does it work? There's also an improved wind filter and a new steady state noise reduction filter, which allows you to eliminate constant noises such as a fan in the background. Another fantastic feature for content creators is the improved vlogging interface. This gives you easy access to all the video options so that you can make creative choices fast and efficiently. There is even a 9:16 short movie mode that allows you to create short form content for the likes of TikTok, Instagram and YouTube Shorts. So just testing out the vlogging capabilities of this now. Very good. And here we have the old store there, just opened up. Come by, say hello, not to me, don't talk to me, I don't want to know, but you can talk to the staff, they'll help you out, you know what I mean? You can record in F-Log2, which provides 13 plus stops of dynamic range, and it's possible to record continuously for over 60 minutes, depending on the temperature and the resolution that you're using. While we're on that subject, the camera is also compatible with a cooling fan, which provides even longer recording times. Lastly, while the camera offers no inbuilt image stabilization, it does offer digital image stabilization. This is possible up to 4K video, though it does involve a significant crop. So it's been a few days since I spent time with the camera and I've had a bit of time to correlate my thoughts. I think it's fair to say that this camera is perfect for anybody who is looking to step up from using a smartphone and is doing it for content creators, but this is not a camera that's going to be for everybody. If you're somebody who's looking for a fantastic everyday stills camera as well as the ability to produce fantastic video content, this is very much for you. However, if the video side of things is not so much to your liking, then maybe you'd be better getting something like the X-T30. However, if you did have a bit more budget to be able to play with, then the XS20 would be a fantastic choice. One of the big standout for any Fujifilm camera for me has always been the film simulation modes. I was actually really surprised to find that so many people didn't realise that they were included on all cameras, not just the X100 series. As you'll have seen in the beginning of the video when I was going around Birmingham, they're just a delight to use. It just takes out any sort of post-processing that you need to do. All the images that you've seen in this have not been edited in any way either, they're just what they were directly from camera. So yeah, the film simulations are just a joy to use. I love them. The Acros filter especially is just outstanding. I didn't really get much of an opportunity to test out the higher frame rates, but I didn't have any issues with any of the autofocusing throughout the day. When I was getting footage of some of the crowd scenes throughout the day, I did notice that the little autofocus box was highlighting people's faces and all that sort of thing, and I noticed that all the footage came out very well, so I was very happy with that. The smooth skin portrait enhancer mode, I mean, you know, I'll let you draw your own conclusion on how good that was. 6.2 open gate technology is something that we're starting to see in more and more cameras, so it's nice to see it in a camera this compact and portable. It's a very useful option in post-processing. You've got all that resolution to work with, and you can just crop it in so many different ways. You can do it vertically, or you can 16:9 or whatever. It gives you so much more options, and the resolution was just absolutely fantastic. The improved surround microphone was an interesting feature. How useful that's going to be to some people, I don't know, because so many people have their own external microphones that they use nowadays anyway, but it's still a very nice feature to have, especially in an interview situation. The idea that you can have picking up sound from both the front and the back, I thought that was very useful. And lastly, the improved vlogging interface. I thought this was a really cool little feature, actually. Just the idea that you could automatically film vertically. So many of us use social media now, Instagram, TikTok, etc., and it's just so easy to be able to film already in that vertical format, transfer straight to your phone, and just get it out there into the world. The interface itself was incredibly easy to use. It was so great to be able to quickly tap on the screen. All the menu comes up in a quick menu sort of format, and you can just select pretty much anything that you need from different filters, from different autofocus modes to you can actually even do the auto timer and stuff like that. That was a fantastic feature. I thought it was really good. So yes, as I mentioned, the firmware on this camera is not the final article, so that may well change before it was released, but in all honesty, I didn't really have any problems using this camera at all. It pretty much does exactly what I expected it to do, which is a fantastic walk around camera that's incredibly compact, and you can just take it with you anywhere and just get fantastic footage while you're doing it. What more can I say? Nothing else, hopefully. There we have it, the X-M5. If you do require even more information on this, then make sure that you click on the link in the description. And if you have made it this far into the video, consider dropping a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help to boost the channel. Thanks very much, and I will catch you next time. Yeah.